Hey guys, today we're going to be testing out the launch control function on the Shelby. So I have never done this. We're going to see how it goes because it might be a learning process on this one. But from what I read, people say the launch control is pretty badass on this card. I'll get into showing how to set it up on the card, but I'll do that in a minute. But right now we're just going to test it out. You can set your RPM ranges or to launch from 3,000 to 4,500. I'm gonna do 3,000 because it is kind of chilly out today. I got my temp gun, shot the road, and it was about, golly, like 52, 53 degrees, so it's not spectacular. So I'm not gonna have very good traction, but we'll give it a whirl. Okay, so what you do is you make sure your launch control is enabled, and then you should see a little LC on your display. When that's on, from what they say, you put it into gear and you just rev it all the way up. So just cram it. So full gas. Whoa, that was not too bad. So that was my first run. What I did wrong, because you know, in Mexico there's a lot of cartel and you don't want to attract attention, right? So it was awesome. Like, I put it on 3,000, smashed your foot to the ground on the gas, right? And my foot's still on the clutch, and then when you're ready to like go, you just dump the clutch, just let go. And kind of midway through when I was going, because I was kind of, you know, losing traction, obviously, spinning the tires out, I just let off the throttle a little bit, which is why I'm not like going super fast. But we're gonna try that again, okay? Alright guys, this is the second round on this that we're gonna try it again. I'm gonna still stick with 3,000, but the thing is when I was smashing the pedal to the floor, it wasn't going at 3,000. I want to say it was like almost 3,500. So I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, I assume that's good. I mean, I guess. I don't know if it's supposed to be spot on with that, if there's kind of like some room for play. But we're gonna roll the windows down. I like how the freaking car sounds when it's kind of like kicking that. I guess it's gonna be a rev limiter still kind of set at that predisposed RPM. So roll the windows down and you guys can kind of hear what it sounds like. Actually, let's get a little bit more in the middle of the road. Okay, guys? So, ready? Holy shit. That time, I did not let out. I freaking spun the tires out. I was not fucking moving at all on that. It was just power spinning, all that shit. Obviously you can tell I don't fucking do this too often, but that was freaking cool. So if you do this to test it out, my recommendation is to go into Mexico where there's not anybody on the road, because I'm doing this on a very early Saturday morning on a service road in Mexico, and so it's not very active, and test it out. And try to be in the middle if you can. If it's a 2-lane road, try to get in the middle, because that's definitely going to help if anything bad happens. But if you start losing control, I assume, I mean, this is my understanding, is just let off the freaking throttle, you know, to gain control. So, but we're going to go back to check out the skid marks on it and see if I made any. Alright guys, I'm back to the spot in Mexico to check out the skid, and it's kind of disappointing. I only see one skid, and it's maybe about 10 feet long. Just like I said, one skid, 10 feet long, and it's really not even very predominant. So that's fine. I mean, I guess I'm not a professional skid maker right now, but I don't know if that has to do with the weather, like since it's so cold, you know. the tires are not warmed up enough to lay down the rubber. I couldn't tell you, but I did check the temperature of the tires with my little, temp gun, and the tires are like 98 degrees. So I mean, that's good, I guess. If you want to kind of start getting some better traction. But this is pretty cool, man. I definitely see how launch control, is beneficial. Instead of just trying to like dump it in a first from the get-go without it. I could see how that's hard, because that's always how I thought a lot of racers do it, which it probably is. But it's really nice to have that function for my new bass. So but my key takeaway is, like, especially right now, and it'll probably be for most of the time, I don't think I'm really going to go above 3,000, because I was just spinning the tires, really not moving much. So, I mean, if you're going to add more horsepower, I definitely will leave it at 3,000. But if you do get wider tires that are more sticky, that you get better traction, I could see then kind of, start bumping it up to, well, maybe in the middle, try that and see if that helps out, or just kind of do in increments to see what is the best RPM setting for launch control. But besides that, man, I appreciate you guys watching this video. But oh, don't forget, I'm going to include at the end of this how to set up launch control in your Shelby. And it's probably going to be like in any Mustang, like S197, possibly even S550. So stay tuned for that. Okay guys, we're going to be going into how to set up launch control, like I said earlier. So what you need to do, this is your dash or your main screen. You just go to track apps, okay? You see launch control, it says off, and you got the other options, stuff like that. So you hit, to the right on your little D-pad on the steering wheel. There you go. You got launch control on the top, so you hit right again on the D-pad. And you got launch control, which means put it on. Then hit check, right? Cool, so it's on. You see the LC at the bottom. RPM setting, you just hit right again, and you can just push up and down. It goes in 100 RPM increments, so you can just go up to 4,500 if you want. I don't recommend that unless you got some good tires, or you're a lot better driver than I am. But that's it to do it. It's pretty damn simple. But I don't know about the other Mustangs, but on the Shelby, we have a launch control button right here. So once you have your RPMs already set up how you want, all you do is just push it to toggle it. Watch, I'm gonna push. Well, okay, bad example, let me back out. Let me hit off. Okay, so I'm gonna push it. There we go, on, off, on, off. Okay, it's really freaking simple. So try it out, guys. I think I'm gonna have a freaking blast on this, but be safe, okay? Be sure to be safe and don't, endanger your life or anybody else, okay? But we'll talk to you guys later.